Being a gospel artist, you have to be a Christian, says Segun. Now the news in detail. Being a gospel artist, you have to be a Christian, says Segun. Veteran gospel singer, songwriter and producer Segun has made a claim stating that being a Christian and a gospel artist are not mutually exclusive. He opined that one cannot give what one doesn't have and that you need to know God to be able to sing about him. He says,
you have to be a Christian because you cannot sing about a God you don't know about. It's okay to do nice songs that sound nice and make people, move and all that, but if your music is not connecting, look, the audience know what they're hearing. And if you're making music and you're not representing the personality you claim to represent, it will show in your music. The spirituality has to be there. There's a difference between gospel music and other kinds of music. And for you to sing gospel music properly, I think you must really actually be a Christian. You must actually worship God in spirit and in truth. And not be afraid to declare, what you are and who you are. And hey, who says Christians don't have swag? We do have swag. We live in the world. We know what time it is. We're not redundant and old school, so to speak. We know what's in there happen. We can speak more pidgin. But the truth is, we also recognize that we carry something, and that is the presence of God. And you must be aware everywhere you go that you're a carrier of God's presence.
Obey also claims that gospel music is experiencing an exponential growth in Nigeria. He made this statement after HIPtv asked him about the changes that gospel music has undergone in the last decade in the country. In his own words,
I want to thank the guys that are on right now, currently doing it. They're doing a good job. The thing about gospel music is, if it's not spiritual, if it's not deep, if it doesn't speak, what it should speak, then it's no longer gospel music. But it's good to see that, the guys doing it today are still keeping it real. We're still doing it, not that I'm not doing gospel music anymore. Like I said, I just had to take a break from all of that. Gospel music is growing in leaps and bounds, and I'm super proud of where we are. We're having big shows now, having very big concerts in very big venues. That didn't happen before now, so there's definitely phenomenal growth, and I'm super proud of everybody who is a part of the industry.
Speaking about the reception of Nigerians to gospel music, Obey expressed his displeasure with the corporate world towards gospel music and artists in Nigeria. He argues that music is music irrespective of the genre, and that what is different is the expression. In his own words,
for a while I had been going on, doing concerts, making music, doing videos. I have a whole lot of videos out there, and I just decided to pull out and be like, you know what, guy, what else? Is there anything else in there other than... And sometimes it takes a while. There was even a time I had a writer's block where I wanted to write songs and it was just not happening, and it's okay to pull out and just, sometimes you're writing songs and they all seem to sound the same. Everything you're writing is always on the same context, the same words. You need to pull out. So I always know that time, and I pulled out, and then it was whilst I was in that cocoon, if you like, hibernating, that I just got a ding, voice training. And the first edition was not so big, but people encouraged me. But I've had 3 editions of Voice It Out, and I would say it's been awesome because seeing the new generation of singers, I'm a vocalist, I'm a professional vocalist, and seeing a new generation of vocalists who are coming up, I'm super proud to be a part of their growth. So Voice It Out is just me saying, you know what, I don't want to die empty. I don't want to die full, I want to die empty. I want to be in the grave and somebody says, wow, that guy laying in there touched my life. So for me, that's where it came from. And then the inspiration to continue has been just being an impact to the next generation.
Obey, who doubles as a vocalist and voice coach, reveals that he started voice coaching because he realized he had a gift that could train the next generation of singers, hence the birth of his project, Voice It Out. He stated,
well, I wouldn't say I've stopped singing. It's just that, sometimes you need a break. You need to refresh. If you keep going, sometimes you just sound the same. There's nothing different about your sound. There's nothing different about your personality. People see you every day and then they get tired of your brand. So it's okay to always go back in and internalize, look at what you're doing. Am I doing it correctly? Am I doing it wrongly? Is there something else that I need to bring in? So I think I got to that stage where I just thought, you know what, let me just pull out and just look at the brand from within first before coming out. And whilst I was doing that, internal thing, the voice training thing just came. And it was like, wow, okay, I could actually teach people to do what I do, which is, they call me, you're a very powerful vocalist, you're a good singer. I'm like, okay, I can teach this also. And it was just easy for me to pick it up. And it's encouraging to now know that I can actually empower people to do what I do, which is to teach them to sing correctly. Everybody sings, but not everybody sings correctly.
Speaking further, Obey reveals the projects he has planned for the future. He discloses that he has singled and even gospel concerts lined up post-COVID-19. He states,
Definitely, that's why I'm out again. One of the things, that brought me out of my shell is to just tell people, watch out, good music is coming. I'm not an album type of person. I do singles, so I could just get a song that I really feel that people need to hear, and I release it just the way I receive it. So yeah, songs are coming. But again, for me, I'm going to focus a lot more on my skills as a voice coach. But the music will also come out. You'll see me 1 or 2 concerts here and there. But in this, COVID time, we're all just praying and believing that one of these days, we'll be able to do our concerts again, because it's not the same like it used to be. Looking at 2019 and looking at 2020 is like 10 years apart. The way we did things in 2019 and the way we're doing things now, totally different. But hey, more concerts, more music, definitely coming from this guy right here.
Who am I that you're mindful of me, that you